Welcome to the Home Talk Podcast, brought to you by Bet Niger, your home of bet. Boom! There's a choice you're making, PSG. You're saving our own lives. You make the world a better place if you beat Arsenal. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, Nabanta now, and now what you would see on top of the Home Talk Podcast. But ball knowledge they follow, because the people that they carry come now, people sabi well. You're going to enjoy as always. So come one, come all. Tell your friends. Subscribe on YouTube so that as they drop, we're going to get them. Let me do the introduction of the amazing people who join me every time. Ladies and gentlemen, by my immediate right, ball knowledge 100. Unfortunately, trophyless. The one and the only Toyo baby of Real Madrid. You're welcome. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, this next man, a grassroots man. Now the people will be say carry our football for head, talk say we need to move it to the next level. People ask him, why grassroots? He says, you must remember the source. Because if you forget your source, you will never be able to move forward. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is the juice and the sauce. The one and the only Ogala!
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
On your continental
Yeah.
tickets.
27 years after.
27 years after.
Wow.
Wow, just 5 years ahead of Arsenal's trophyless EPL.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who saw tomorrow. No, the man who sees tomorrow. Because he did not see it coming.
Okay.
He did not see that Champions League loss coming. But he's a great man. Mesmerizes on the microphone. Ronaldinho, when he come to punditry, Naim, when he come to commentary for PG, the best in the whole world, the one and the only champion of England.
Exactly.
Not London forever.
Exactly.
Sawadinho!
Champions badge activated.
It's okay.
Welcome, wake up to boom. Let's go.
But from treble to single.
It is what it is. Okay. You know, at least you set goals and you did not fall short on all of them. You
All
hold
right.
one point.
All right. Thank you very much. Once again, you're welcome. When we go this break, once we come back, we'll go enter the matter as it hot based on Home Talk Podcast, brought to you by Bet Niger, your home of bet boom.
Bet Builder, Bet Freeze, Wanna Bet Boom. Just another reason why Bet Niger is truly number one.
Welcome back to the Home Talk Podcast, brought to you by Bet Niger, your home of Bet Boom. A very good place to start is the UEFA Champions League. And that one draw the curtains on football for club football for Europe. So a very good place to start. Sawa, once again, congratulations, getting to the finals. You know, after 20 years. I don't know if I should say great performance on the night, but fair enough. So I would like to ask you, because nobody remembers third, nobody remembers second, everybody remembers the first. PSG. This PSG side, do we look at this PSG side and say, this is dynasty?
Of course. I think so. I think they're getting there.
They are getting there, they are there already. Consecutive Champions League titles.
I think that they're getting, have there been people that have done it more? Yes, the answer is yes. And even in modern era, Real Madrid, case study. But if you look at what PSG have been through, you know, in their history and all of the investments they made, you know, aiming for this particular trophy, and then they were unable, they fell short even when they had the best of the best. Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, you know, just name them, Sergio Ramos, Buffon, you know, they even got Buffon and they fell short. To achieve it with this set of players right now, you know, most of them unsung players, you know, before they started achieving what they're achieving right now. I think in the future, they will look back at this generation as the ones that broke the course, the ones that set them, that raised the standards high, and the ones that probably set them up for, whatever glorious achievements they will achieve in the past. They've had great players. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, they've had David Beckham, they've had, Radamel Falcao?
Yes.
You know, we've had
Cavani, Edison Cavani, Neymar, Messi,
you know,
Mbappe.
they've had great players. You know, they've signed great players along the line. And for this set of players to do it right now, Yeah, I think they're building a very, very, very fearful, dynasty. I mean, I won't be surprised if they go all the way again in the next season's Champions League, sincerely.
All the way in next
Yeah, if
season's
they go all
Champions
the way
League.
to the final or the later stages of the competition, yeah. I
All
won't
right,
be surprised.
interesting. Thank you very much, Sawadinho. Toyo, baby, I want to ask you an interesting question. Sawadinho listed players that have featured for PSG, and we say these guys are great players.
Yeah.
If you look at the squad today, if you want to say an outstanding player, one name would always come up, and that is Ousmane Dembele. Consecutive Champions League titles. He has also contributed significantly to that run.
Yeah.
Has Ousmane Dembele now become a UCL legend?
Abba, that's a stretch.
Is that a stretch?
Yes, it is. Abba, what will you now put the likes of Ronaldo, Lewandowski?
He's a legend too now. Ronaldo is a legend too.
He has won 2 Champions Leagues. Yes.
Consecutively.
Yes, consecutively. Ronaldo has done it 3 times. Ronaldo has won it 5 times. Ronaldo has won it. Some other players have won it 6 times.
Ashraf Hakimi has won it 3 times.
Has won it 3 times. So he's building that, just like Paris Saint-Germain are building a dynasty. He's also building alongside them too as well. So he's I won't say he's almost getting there, but obviously he's on the right path. He already has the Ballon d'Or. If he wins the World Cup this summer, who knows? He becomes a household name where you start considering this player as, one of the best among the greats, right? But yes, Ousmane Dembele is getting there. He's building himself, and you have to look back to when he started, from Rennes to Borussia Dortmund, and then the European eye caught him when he was at Borussia Dortmund. He signed for Barcelona. He didn't have the best spell, but he started well. They were impressed and all of that, but the injuries started coming in. Barca had coaching problems. Under Xavi, it wasn't so great. But the moment he left for Paris Saint-Germain, even his first season at Paris Saint-Germain was quite quiet because he played with Mbappe and the likes. But as soon as Enrique came in, he just changed the trajectory of the young man in terms of training regimen, in terms of instincts, playing, style of play. In fact, changing his ideology on how he sees the game itself. Playing him as a false 9. Nobody thought about that, but playing Ousmane Dembele as a false 9. We know he's quite ambidextrous. He can play with both feet, yeah? But using him as a false 9, being that link among Tobi and Kvaratskhelia, also leading. He has that leadership quality too as well. He might not wear the captain armband, but he exudes that leadership qualities too as well. So we could see that at some point he's becoming that great player that you expected him to become when he was at Borussia Dortmund or even at Barcelona. And you look at something, you wonder, nobody ever thought that Ousmane Dembele would win the Ballon d'Or before Kylian Mbappe.
Chai.
It was never thought of. It was something you would have been like, oh, you are joking. But look at it now. Now we're even expecting him to win the next one. Because some people are telling me, oh, if Mbappe wins the World Cup, he should be the one to win the Ballon d'Or. But if Mbappe wins the World Cup, he's setting Ousmane Dembele up to win his second Ballon d'Or. Because he plays for the French team too as well. And if Dembele performs well this summer, then it's a no-brainer that we win the Ballon d'Or. So, yeah, he's becoming that. And I'm happy for the young man.
Interesting. I like the fact that you mentioned Luis Enrique. I want to throw this in quickly. Oganla, as an administrator, Agulame, you answer this one. Before I come to question when Agulame, everybody puts mouth inside. Now, I would want our viewers to do something. If you close your eyes and think of your top 3, top 5 managers, it might be difficult to get some people into that list because you think of managers and you think of success, you think of longevity, you think of impact. Yeah. Let's talk about Luis Enrique. Consecutive Champions League titles post-COVID. With what this man has done with this squad, without the big names, because we see when the big names did here, will Luis Enrique feature in your top 3 managers of all time?
Of all time?
Yes.
That is huge.
That's a stretch.
No, that's a stretch.
Okay, let me do top 5.
Maybe top 5, because I also appreciate managers who will try to set up their own history and stories with a particular football club. For PSG, like Sawa said, they started building this thing. They used to be like the money bags just playing in the Farmers League. People doesn't really rate them in the Champions League. But the long-term, target for them is to win the Champions League. It's the same thing with Man City, But first, you have to dominate in your domestic leagues. You have to attract the stars. It was a great plan for them. At some point, they need this Messi and Co to raise the standard of the club, where you also believe that if you are playing for PSG, you're not playing for a minor club in Europe. Because if Messi can play there, Neymar can play there. So any big player, you can even move from Real Madrid to PSG if they have the money to make it happen. So it was a trajectory they built, and then for Enrique to come in, and then to now win the biggest title they needed to have in their cabinet, winning the Champions League back-to-back is very huge. Maybe not top 3, but honestly, he has really done an amazing job with this PSG team. And then maybe top 5, top 6, of all time, maybe. Because, it's unique to see manager, if you have won for, most of the top clubs in Europe, maybe Real Madrid, in Barcelona, it could have been just a regular thing. But to create your own history with this club is very, very huge.
All right, interesting. So I want everyone to chime in now. We won't talk. If we go even cause debate, I don't mind. Now, the question is direct. Did Arsenal bottle the UCL title? If yes, why?
They did not. They did not.
Nobody bottles penalty shootout.
They did not.
You see bottle now. Everybody goes in a lottery.
They did
nobody.
not.
Oh yeah, wait. Let's take it one after the other. As gentlemen, so your baby over to
They
you.
did not. When you say bottle, it means maybe Arsenal were leading 2-0.
You had it in your hands and
Yeah.
you threw it away.
They were not really
2-0.
outright favourites for the
Yes,
final.
they were
to be
leading
honest,
2-0, and then they allowed Paris Saint-Germain equalize and do the comeback. But it went down to the wire. Extra time, penalties. They didn't bottle it. And besides, going into this game, it was 50-50. For some people, they would have said Paris Saint-Germain 60, Arsenal 40. As far as I'm concerned, it was a 50-50 final for me. It could go either way. And Arsenal started like a house on fire. That's a breakthrough. Kai Havertz scoring back-to-back finals now, scored for Chelsea against Manchester City and scoring now against Paris Saint-Germain. But the only problem I had was the game plan from Mikel Arteta. And there's also nothing wrong with defending a lead and also playing a Champions League where you had to be quite cautious. But how are you defending that lead? In the first half, it was like a game of two halves. In the first half, they controlled the narrative despite not having enough possession, right? You can control the narrative despite not having the ball possession enough. They kept Paris Saint-Germain at bay. Paris Saint-Germain made a few mistakes. They were a bit jittery. But in the second half, that was where I had issues. Paris Saint-Germain came with a different initiative, and Mikel Arteta also stuck with the same idea and the same ideology that let's defend. Are you defending to just keep them at bay and keep the scoreline the way it is, or are you defending to counter? And that was where they faltered for me. That was where I was upset. Defend and counter. Defend and punish them, because you could see Paris Saint-Germain left their back so open. They were throwing everybody at Arsenal, trying to carve them open and trying to score. But when you get that loose ball, you flung it back outside. You're not doing anything meaningful with the ball. Let Declan Rice attract that ball, be the anchor man, spread it across, let Bukayo Saka be the one running down the wings and put their defense under pressure every time there's a loose ball. But all of that didn't happen. They were just very, very comfortable with keeping the ball at bay, defending and all of that. That was where I had issues. Defend, counter, hurt them. But you kept that one goal lead, and it's not possible in the final that you keep a Paris Saint-Germain side where they are attacking 3. You see the record this season. They matched Barcelona's, is it Barcelona or Man United? Barcelona's record 1999 of 45 goals. The front 3 is quite little, very, very little. And you heard Arteta at the post-match analysis talking about how each player, they have this dynamism to them where despite the fact that they are a collective, but individually they are also very dangerous. And that was where I feel like Arsenal made a mess.
All right, interesting, Sawa.
Of course, they didn't bottle it. You can't say they bottled it. I have told myself that I'm not going to bash Arteta, right? He's won the league, and
after 22 years,
he was only 2 games shy of playing every possible game this season, right? I think Arsenal played 63 games in total, But my problem with him is that he didn't keep the squad fresh. He didn't trust players enough, and he did not explore to the fullest potential of this team.
Yeah.
He did not explore the fullest potential of this team. In that final, the moment Arsenal had a better bench, right? Arsenal had a far better bench. The moment Kvaratskhelia was off, the moment Ousmane Dembele was off, Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, Marquinhos, you had no business sitting back. You had no business sitting back. these are the most creative and dangerous players. Marquinhos, stalwart in defense.
Vitinha in midfield.
Vitinha in midfield. Fabian Ruiz, Kvaratskhelia and Dembele.
Going forward.
The moment they were off, you had Martinelli on the pitch, you had Madueke on the pitch, you had Victor Gyökeres on the pitch. You had no business sitting back. No business. Take the fight to them. Take the fight to them, but you were still sitting back. This was at extra time. Because from the second half, the first half possession was a mess. PSG were all over the place. The second half we had started, improving on possession start. By that extra time when all of these guys were off, Arsenal had no business sitting back. That's why I say he did not work with the potential, the full potential of these guys. Martinelli is a sprinter and all that. Feed him the ball. There was a ball Gyökeres flicked and there was nobody close to him because the default mindset of the person that was supposed to be close to him is that let me not go too forward. Let me stay back. You understand? And then again, Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard ruined the final for Arsenal. Yeah. Bukayo Saka wanted to be a hero. He wanted to. And that's why he had a very terrible game. Very terrible. Football, there's a reason why football has 11 players on the pitch. There was something Olise said here. And I love that. He said the best players are the ones that spend the fewest touches on the ball. Yes. You get the ball, you see the next man, you release the ball. You do this one, you're intelligent, you just move the ball, you just keep it moving. But you hold the ball at opposition third in a fine way to squeeze yourself, fine way, make it just shoot alone, score. Some people go decoy for your... Saka is part of the reasons why Gyökeres did not score as many goals as he could have scored this season. Seriously, I'm not just saying it. You understand? People go decoy for your back, pass the ball for the guy, make it square, make person get chance to score. When Madueke came, Madueke had more threats than Bukayo Saka. And this has been happening for a very long time. That's why I said I did not keep teams fresh. He did not trust the players enough. Now, Miles Lewis Kelly started the Champions League final. The same Miles Lewis Kelly that was not good enough to play for 70% or 85% of the season. But he started Champions League semi-final and final. But you didn't trust him enough to be playing him all this while. You get the point? So that's the same way we wouldn't know what Nogard would have offered us since we did not try him. We didn't know what Ethan Nwaneri would have offered us since we did not try him. You understand? So, but I would not say they did not bottle it at all. That game was anybody's game. It was 50-50. It could have gone either ways. The only goal PSG scored was the penalty. You understand? It could have gone either ways. And on the night, 2 penalty kicks went wrong for Arsenal and 1 went wrong for PSG, and it was PSG's night.
All right.
Take water.
Out of love. Let me share an interesting statistics because it's 20 years apart. Now, Arsenal now has 2 lowest possession percentages for team playing in the Champions League final.
But first one, they got a red card.
First one
was a red card.
where there was a red card,
which was understandable.
was 29.7%. The
The
second one that there was no red card was 24.7% possession.
Have you seen? I was commentator for Russia and Spain.
Okay.
I was World Cup commentator for Russia and Spain. Have you seen the possession stats for that game?
In the World Cup, this Champions League final.
No, listen.
No, I'm just comparing. I'm not saying.
No.
I don't. No,
It's going somewhere.
Okay, it's going somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay, go there.
When people come out and say...
No, I just wanted to share the statistics.
No, it doesn't matter.
No, I don't want to bring that
It
now.
does not matter.
Okay.
Cote d'Ivoire, Zambia, African Cup of Nations final, Nations Cup final. Who had the possession? Who won?
Okay.
It works. It doesn't work.
All right.
You understand? It could go either ways.
All right.
It is the same thing.
No, see what I'm saying.
Sawa.
Yeah?
The start they point to waiting they talk
I
about.
was just pointing out the stats. too.
He too play defensive.
I was just pointing out the stats.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people are making it look like, Arsenal played defensive. Nobody wins like that. No.
All right.
No,
all
you
right.
can- you can-
all
I
right.
don't
No,
say
no.
nobody wins like that.
All right.
It is a manager's strategy. Do I like it? I don't like it.
All right.
You understand? But if it is what he felt like was best to contain and win PSG, because PSG is not that team that will run you to the ground. If you go at them, then they go sit back because they have a bad defense. So why didn't you do it? That's why I said
And what
he
if he
did
had
not
worked?
walk to the strength. He did not walk to the strength of the team.
Of his squad,
Monaco took the fight to PSG. PSG were just
It's
lucky to
because
get
it
past
did not
Monaco.
work. That's why it has now become a start now.
So
But
it just didn't work.
All right, it's okay, no problem. So, administrator, I would like to ask you. You know, people are looking at us now, and they are looking at the progress in the process. Clock it over the seasons, and they are saying it is possible that that this Arsenal team is good enough to win the Champions League now. Do you think that Arsenal will still get back here? That maybe next season now the story will now be different. The video will start with where Gabriel missed the penalty and Arsenal players were crying, and then Declan Rice was looking like a villain. Then next thing, Arsenal wins the trophy. And do you think it can?
That's exactly the script.
That's the script, because they went from 8th to 5th to second to second.
Treble script no work. But yes, to be honest, I think they are really making progress. First final in 2 decades. What Arteta is building is really amazing. But like Asawa said, maybe you need to explore more. Ensure that, you explore the talents in the squad. Just don't be too careful. In some games, you need to go all out. So I feel like they will still be favourite. If the 2 finalists will surely be favourite next season, because surely they will still go to the market and get 1 or 2 quality players in their squad. They will surely also be favourite to win the Premier League right now as well. So I think they will still be favourite next year. I don't see them winning, but to discard them as one of the favourites will be unfair. But I think they will be one of the favourites, but I don't think they will win.
All right.
I don't even think they will get to final next season.
All right, interesting.
Arteta, let me remind you again. Hate him, love him, bash him.
Yeah.
Arteta has never had a better last season.
There's always an improvement.
You don't reach. See, so
next season they'll win the Champions League.
The difference now is that
next season we'll win the
don't
Champions
reach
League.
the top.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go win the Champions League next season.
We'll win the league and the Champions League next season. We have never had a better last season.
All right, interesting.
For the league is like a 3 straight win.
Okay,
For the league.
Treble.
Treble single.
Yes. So this is what I want to do now. Sawa, you are the Arsenal fan here.
Yeah.
Toyo, maybe you are the Madrid fan.
Yeah.
And you are our 3SC administrator.
Ambassador.
Do I really need to ask you
What's that?
about your season? It's a terrible. Your season was an A season.
Tobi is also a United fan. No? Don't
Oh,
exclude him of
Why
that.
are you exposed me now?
Don't exclude him of that.
Compared to where they're coming from last season, it's a better season.
Man
for them.
United, yes, for Man United.
Yeah, and Bruno won.
Yeah.
You
So
want 21
Sawa,
assists.
I would like. So let's do this. 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I would like for you to just describe Arsenal's season and finish with a rating with 10 as the maximum.
It's a breakthrough season.
Breakthrough season.
Yeah, it's a season that finally gets us over the line. And the moment you get over the line, as long as you're not Remo Stars,
The sky is the
You never
limit.
know anything happen to you too.
no, it can never happen.
Okay, now here we
It
did
can
now.
never.
Now
You
here we
understand?
did.
So
Now football.
the moment is a breakthrough. I'll just use it as a breakthrough season, and I will give the season a 9 over 10.
If you
9
give
over
them
10.
9.5,
9 over 10. Fair
It's-
enough.
it's
Fair
a good
enough.
season.
Fair enough. Madrid.
Yeah.
What season? Season.
Very poor.
Chai.
Poor, disastrous.
Calamicious.
Waiting happened to Alonso. Let's carry Alonso. They say
That's the
Alonso's
problem.
at Chelsea now. So let's leave him.
So what will you rate your season?
2 over 10.
Chai.
And that 2 over 10, I'm being fair.
United, Baba.
Carrick. League title next season.
Carried the season.
We don't even progress.
All right, interesting. So let's go. Now let's look at the season that has ended, and I want us to build our squad with only the best players. With only the best players. So no bias. So
All around.
all around the world.
Europe.
No bias. So
Player
no
of the
bias.
season. Team of season.
Yes.
Okay.
No bias. So
Yeah.
let's begin first with the best team of the season. Best team, generally best team of the
PSG.
season.
It should be PSG now. They want
Paris
the
Saint-Germain.
biggest.
So we agree it's
trophy.
PSG.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we don't mark that one. Best striker. No, may I start from back?
Goalkeeper.
Best
David
goalkeeper
Raya.
of the
That would be
season.
David Raya.
David Raya.
Clean sheet, won the Golden Glove 3 times in a row now.
We agree it's David Raya.
David Raya.
Okay, oh yeah.
It's just that unfortunately he won't start for the Spain national team, but it's David Raya.
Hey.
And he will not start because of politics. Let's just put it out there. Politics.
No, but this war they somehow. That guy no go start for Spain.
Exactly. There is no who is
Let's
better than
know
him.
now.
Unai Simon.
Come on.
Unai
He has not
Simon.
been starting for.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what
That's
we
why I
need. Come
say.
on.
I've always said this. Coaches make players
His
look
preference.
good.
His
They
preference.
prefer certain
His
players.
preference.
Now,
But
let
you
me
should
tell you,
look at
Unai-
capacity
Unai-
now.
in no world
In no world.
right now,
Fair
should
enough.
Unai Simon be starting ahead of
Unai
David
Simon is
Raya?
not bad either.
I I am not
David
saying
Raya.
he's
He's a good
bad.
goalkeeper.
Raya,
Listen,
David Raya.
Come on.
I am not saying he's bad.
David Raya.
In no world right now should Unai Simon be starting ahead of David Raya. But he's a coach. It is a coach. It is the same coach that will start. Who I want you to compare Francis Uzoho ahead of Enyama.
You don't do it. Sawa.
He's a coach.
Wait,
No, the comparison.
Wait,
no,
Francis Uzoho to
Coaches go do.
I understand your point. If
Coaches go do
no be later Pep they come after 10 years they talk say we give Jorat
Jorat,
opportunity.
yes,
That time when
yeah,
people they make
try.
Case for Jorat.
for Jorat. Everybody
Raya,
went like that after
agree.
the team say people
Raya
don't
is
know.
The moment he came, he told Johad that is not part of his plan.
It was so bad.
Raya is third of the pecking order.
leg.
After Unai Simon is João Garcia.
Now
of
imagine
Barcelona.
Raya.
No, Raya should be number one.
All right, oh yeah. So in our team of the season, Raya is the best goalkeeper in the world.
Yes.
Centre backs now. Centre backs, the pairing, 5 and 6.
Gabriel Marquinhos.
Gabriel Marquinhos.
You know, I said this year for combined 11.
Yes.
And you said no, it's Saliba, Gabriel.
So Gabriel Marquinhos, you also agree?
Marquinhos. Or I somehow we're leaving out somebody
But
that
Pacho is
is
very
underrated,
intelligent.
which is Pacho.
Pacho is very intelligent.
After that
Since that
120
final,
minutes, that guy still wanted to keep playing.
that final, he didn't look tired. He didn't
At
look. He was
all.
just chewing his gum,
I'm
looking
telling
so
you,
nonchalant,
he's
but
like
doing
a
the job.
stallion.
So
But I'll go
Gabriel
with
Pacho.
Gabriel Marquinhos.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gabriel
Gabriel
Marquinhos.
Marquinhos, yeah.
Gabriel they play ball. I would want him in my squad, even if it is just the extra ginger.
Make a carry just carry him.
Carry on. So Gabriel Marquinhos,
Ogala, you agree with us?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Now let's look at the
right and left.
right and left full backs now.
Yeah.
Is Hakimi and Mendes.
Hakimi now right back.
Mendes.
What is
Okay,
Mendes?
it's for you people to decide. Hakimi self, I
No,
did.
Hakimi right back.
Is Hakimi and
Hakimi
Mendes.
right back, but not Mendes. For me, Mendes is so G3.
G3, really?
Yeah, very, very
Really?
G3.
The only
Mendes is
person
not-
that got the best of Mendes
Mendes is
was
not.
Olise.
Madueke had him. Madueke had him.
Oh, it was already
Madueke
tired
had him.
now.
He
It was
was
already
not forget
tired
this
now.
tiredness.
Coming on
Football
tired
is 90
legs.
minutes, 120 minutes. Madueke had
So who
him.
do you want to put? In Kapie?
Madueke had him very well.
Oh, who is the better
So
left back now?
if you keep Gabriel and if you keep Nkapie and Mendes, I'll take Nkapie.
Lie.
I will take
Lie.
take Nkapie.
Okay, so Sawa for you now, it is Hakimi and Nkapie.
I'll take Hakimi and Nkapie.
You is Nkape and sorry,
Mendes and
Hakimi and Mendes.
Yeah.
Ogala,
Hakimi and Mendes.
Hakimi and Mendes. Now let's fans. As we build our own, make we they build our own too. Now let's come to the midfield now. Midfield. Let's leave it at 3 people in the midfield.
Yeah.
3-4-3-3.
3 people in the midfield.
Vitinha, Rice, and
Sawa, don't do this now.
no, that's it now. My 3 midfielders: Vitinha, Rice,
The other guy, Uncle,
and
most assists. Sawa.
No be all season we dey
He has not
Bruno
he has not said
Bruno
his last
Fernandes.
one now.
He's thinking too much. That's why I'm
Leave
surprised.
him now. Let him think.
I'm trying to get my team. Bruno is not in my team.
He's a
Let him
go there.
finish
Oh yeah,
now.
finish now.
Bruno is not in my team.
Most assists.
Sawa,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So
The
Vitinha,
third name,
Declan Rice.
Olise.
Vitinha,
midfield.
Declan Rice,
Olise.
Olise. You go play midfield now. Now he be the coach now.
Vitinha,
Vitinha, Declan Rice, Olise for you in the midfield.
I'll go with
Olise.
Vitinha, Declan Rice, and Bruno Fernandes.
Say most assists.
It doesn't matter.
Most assists.
Most assists Bruno.
Most assists. Declan Rice and Vitinha. Okay, interesting. Forward now. Forward. Three of the deadliest that you can have running at your defense.
Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Mbappe.
This thing go
Mbappe.
wicked. Oh.
I'll go
That's
with-
why Olise will be in midfield for me.
I'll go with Kvaratskhelia, Harry Kane, and Dembele.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Harry Kane.
Mbappe no day your Parastadia, Hurricane, Dembele.
Yeah.
He don't get personal issue with him.
Mbappe was highest goal scorer for the Champions League, whether or not we like it. But Harry Kane is also fantastic.
Champions League.
He was not in Champions League team of the season now.
Yes, I know, but he was Champions League top scorer.
Champions League top scorer should be there.
Yes.
But he wasn't in Champions League team of
Yeah,
the
but
season.
he
Yeah,
was.
but-
I know
but-
because Madrid
the team also sparked
exited
debates now.
exactly. Madrid exited the tournament quite early,
Yeah,
and
so-
at that stage he played 3 games less and still ended up as the top
But you
scorer.
know, it's not about the Champions League alone. It's about the entire season.
entire
And-
season.
I totally
Yeah,
get
so
that.
that's
Madrid had a terrible season,
Yes,
so
and
that's
for him,
why
he
he's talking
stand out,
of.
So I'll go
You
with
understand? And in
Kvaratskhelia,
that terrible
Harry
season, he was the standout. I totally agree. Harry Kane is even a fantastic player,
Kvaratskhelia, Harry Kane,
fantastic
Dembele.
option. I think.
All right. Interesting. So we have our team. Oyamo just pick one person. Raya, best goalkeeper.
Yeah.
In defense, who go win out of these 4 we'll mention now?
As the best defender.
Best defender overall.
For me, it's between Gabriel and Hakimi.
Between Gabriel and Hakimi.
Yeah.
You?
I'll go African sentiment. Hakimi.
Hakimi. You?
Let's go, Gabriel.
Then in the midfield, Unko.
Vitinha.
Oh, no, for me, it's Declan Rice.
It's Vitinha.
For me, it's Declan Rice.
Best assist.
For-
Declan Rice.
Assist no be trophy. Oh.
Vitinha.
I'll go with
You know
Bruno.
contribution.
Oh yeah. Then forward
Now
Unko.
the forward now Dembele.
Dembele. Oh.
Harry Kane Unko.
Nah, for me, I'll go Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Mbappe is the best striker in
You.
the world with Harry Kane.
Dembele.
Yeah.
Now one was
Dembele.
now Dembele.
All right, so our viewers went there for house. We don't build our own. Build your own in the comment section. Build them for comment section. Then importantly, now give us your overall. Yes, your overall. Now, quick questions before we proceed. Who do you consider to be the revelation of the season? Revelation of the season. Player where we say this season, he looks, this boy, things there in body. Oh. Revelation of the season.
I would have gone Due, but we saw Due last season.
Yeah.
I would have gone Due. That boy is good.
It's good. It's the,
But
it's
we
the
saw
French
him.
neighbor.
We saw him last season,
Yeah.
so I won't go Due.
Maybe I'll go with Adagula. He was given the young best player.
But Ada Gule was also last season. You understand?
He didn't play too
Even
much
though this
last
guy did
season.
not play him too much,
Yeah,
he was
he
also
didn't play
last
too much
season.
last
So I'm
This
looking
season he
at
played
which
more,
player
he
now
exposed
that
himself more,
really
you know.
put himself out there.
It might not necessarily because now, even if they build down from last season.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's do revelation at least in the last 2 years. And
I'll
who
go
has been
Due.
consistent? Do
I'll
it.
go Due.
It's between Dewey and Adagula.
I'll go Due.
Okay. For you. And do it don't win consecutive
Back to
Champions
back.
League titles.
I'll go Due.
That boy when come from Benfica when they
Yao
PSG.
Neves.
Yes,
Yao
when they
Neves. Yao,
PSG.
Yao,
Was
is
from
it
Porto.
Yao?
Was it from
Is Yao
Porto?
Neves now?
Yeah.
Oh, is it Porto or Benfica?
Is it
Porto.
Neves or what?
The midfielder
that's
now.
Turkey
the-
midfielder.
Yes.
Is
He
it
came
Yao
from Porto.
Neves?
It's Yao Neves.
Uh-huh.
That boy they play ball. oh.
Very,
Yes, now.
strong, very strong midfielder.
Tell him.
Wow,
Very
interesting.
strong.
Interesting. Okay, let's look at best transfer and
Best
worst
transfer.
transfer in one word. Best transfer and worst transfer in one word.
This season, best transfer.
This season.
There's been some every transfer has been quite average. Football itself has been quite average.
Even Yokore itself up all the goals.
But Rashford don't call. Rashford don't call.
Which Rashford, best
Rashford.
transfer.
Rashford play ball for
If
Rashford.
not best transfer, why they no one signer?
No, those team like Barcelona now.
Ah, come on, and they bought Gordon.
That's what I'm telling you. It's not those guys are just wicked people.
Come
Yes,
on.
now. But Rashford played well for Barcelona.
How
He was
many
very
games did he
instrumental.
play? Instrumental.
If I look at the Premier League, best transfer will be Antoine Semenyo to Man City.
Okay.
Yeah,
Premier
yeah.
League.
Joined in January and did well.
Yeah.
But you don't feel the
Semenyo
Premier
and
League.
Gay.
no.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
I
Sem-
go to the world,
It's
I might
tough.
just go to this boy that went to FC Sporting, but then Sporting is that league is just.
Is it Luis
Yes,
Garcia?
Is it
Suarez?
Luis Suarez? I might just go Luis Suarez. You know, if I go to the world, I might just
Well,
go
let's give it
Suarez.
to Gyökeres. At least he came to Arsenal. Won
How
his
many,
first
how many
league.
goals compared
21.
He's
to
got
That means
21 goals,
21
but I
goals.
won't look at
There's an Aston Villa player that went to AS Roma.
Donya Malen.
Any day when I watch Roma game, that guy they score.
Donya Malen. He came
In
second.
black like this, I
Yeah.
think he black, he get body. That guy really saved Roma this season. But
behind Lautaro Martinez for
yeah,
top scorer,
let's. I agree with you. No hala. Worst Tunko,
Worst signing.
Liam Delap.
Of course. Nobody's going to contest that with you.
They love.
Or Shesko.
It go be Delap.
Even Shesko self.
Even Shesko.
No
yes,
now. Shesko was Delap.
But I know
Shesko picked up on
Delap.
that.
Oh, yeah, okay. They love.
Delap is on top.
What of
Delap
Nicolas
is on top.
Jackson? Okay, it wasn't
Nicolas Jackson better
an
Delap.
outlet.
No, Nicolas Jackson better Delap.
Of course, he better Delap.
He get some games towards the end of the season when he start for Bayern. He still even do some.
Well,
Delap was a disaster.
Yeah.
Dilap say I choose Chelsea ahead of Man U.
Okay, now why they get it?
that's
Nto.
why they put that there.
All right, interesting. So let's wrap now. Let's just finish with this. And
But I think
Flop of the
if
season.
not for injury, I would say the worst transfer is Isak.
Yeah,
Because considering the money and the
Isak,
delivery.
But
yes.
it was
If
injured
not for
for
injury.
9 months.
If not for
But-
injury, I would have put that.
But let Delap take this one.
So
Let's give
which
him the crown.
team do you consider the flop of the season? Team win flop.
Real Madrid.
My Madrid, though.
Hey,
Real Madrid.
congratulations.
I'm not taking it.
They are just victims of their standard because you can't consider a team
Yeah,
that
very
finished
true.
second.
But that's so
you
they
can't consider a team that finished second
Yeah,
as
but it's
flop.
still flop.
Now so they
Chelsea won the World
No,
Cup.
Chelsea won the Champions
Cup and finished 10th.
Chelsea finished 10th.
But you know,
Chelsea finished
but we
10th.
know as the
They
team
won the
they
World
know.
Cup. Tottenham won the Europa League and finished 17th.
Chelsea played in the FA Cup final. They still collect medal. These guys no
Which
collect
medal they
anything.
collect?
Silver medal.
So silver medal now.
Loser.
Eh,
Nobody
una
silver
don't collect
medal.
anyone.
Losers medal.
Una
You
don't
don't
collect
see
anything.
losers medal,
You don't
though.
see losers.
You
You
don't
don't
see
see
losers
anything
medal.
collect.
We can because we
You
don't
collect
we can't go to
glove.
losers
You
medal.
collect glove between two players. Nothing. Okay, let's continue. Now, looking at PSG now and the success,
Yeah.
was Mbappe actually the problem?
It will be unfair to say that.
So yeah, so fair to put all that on.
Yeah, it will be
on
unfair to
yeah.
say that.
Why?
I've never been a fan of too many captains or too many stars, right? I've never been a fan of it. Yes, I love it when you have some very influential figures, but I've never been a fan of too many because whether we like it or not, we're egoistic beings. All of us, we're egoistic beings. You understand? And there's bound to be that clash. You understand in ego. Mbappe actually did very well for PSG. I think he's the all-time highest goal scorer right now. I think he broke Zlatan's record, if I'm not mistaken. I stand to be corrected. You understand? So he tried. He just fell short. They got to the Champions League final. They just couldn't do it because he won everything for them, save for that Champions League final and all the possible titles that comes with winning that. So I think it would be unfair to put it on Mbappe's table. It was just not meant to be.
But you know, sometimes people speak about chemistry and presence in a team.
There's a room, the arm of the player. But I don't think Mbappe was much of a problem at PSG. It's a different story now at Real Madrid, and we can't use both cases to judge one. I think he was really committed to PSG project. He gave everything.
Let's not forget Mbappe and Neymar had a good synergy.
Yes. It was just the right time for him to just move. I feel like I just need to take up some other.
If we go back to that video where he had that heart-to-heart conversation with Luis Enrique, where Luis Enrique was speaking about, stepping up, being the leader, and also through your actions contributing, so that the people, your troops behind you will say, this person, they do this thing.
I think at that point, he might not even come on for PSG. So that was it. See, Madrid will not knock on your doors, and in PSG, and you don't want to move. And for him, you feel like this guy wants to win the world best player, wants to win the Ballon d'Or, and you feel like maybe PSG might not be able to provide a platform at the end of the day. And why not jump on Real Madrid offer? So his mind was made up. But I think the years he spent there, he was really passionate about the project, and I think he gave everything to PSG.
All right, let's
not forget.
Okay,
there's something we're missing. People set goals, personal goals.
Yeah, absolutely.
And people look up to certain people. Mbappe has always idolized Ronaldo. He has always idolized Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
You understand? I mean, we've seen pictures of Ronaldo in his room as a kid and all of that, blah, blah, blah. And he's always seen himself doing what Ronaldo has done.
And the same
Real
thing,
Madrid.
Ronaldo was already in the
You
peak, and he said, "I want Real Madrid be the next thing
Exactly.
for him." Even the year where Sir Alex even stopped him, he was gone.
So, and just like he said, Madrid does not come knocking without you questioning yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's talk about Arne Slot.
Yeah.
Won the EPL title for Liverpool in his first season and finished 5th in his second season, with all the injury issues. Do you think that sack was fair or he deserved it?
If Claudio Ranieri could be fired the next season after winning Leicester, a league that their great-grandfathers never thought
in their
would win,
history,
Yes.
then anybody can be sacked.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
Carlo Ancelotti was sacked after winning La Decima.
No,
Madrid no send you. Leicester
don't send you.
City
No.
started out that season, I think 5,000 to 1 odds, and won the league. And you sack the man the next season. Who are you?
Yes, exactly.
So anybody can be sacked.
No, and I think slot issues. When the manager start having a lot of issues with the players, you're losing your dressing room. It means that you can manage these boys. It means that you can manage every other thing at the club. See, I always tell people from that administrative angle. It's all about the 90 minutes on the pitch. There is a lot there's a lot that goes behind, for you to even play the 90 minutes. You know the preparation. Do you know some people get to stadium as early as 7 a.m. for a game at 5 p.m. So there's a lot. So if you can't manage all those activities around the club, if you have to go ego to ego with Salah every time you guys are in the media, everybody having issues with the players. So, I mean, there's a lot. I think it's not even beyond the result. They just feel like this guy can't just manage this club.
Yeah, and that's where I'm also going to that. When he was still the manager after the season ended and other clubs were changing managers and Liverpool didn't, I felt like, okay, maybe they wanted to allow him.
When he won the league, right?
No.
Okay,
after the season ended,
yeah.
another, Chelsea got in Alonso. I felt, okay, maybe they wanted him to correct some of the mistakes he made and they wanted to give him benefit of doubt for the next season. Let things settle. Let's bring in players. But the moment they sacked him, I saw a different direction. And, from other reports and, articles that I read that Andoni Raiola coming in and all that, he just looked like they wanted to go in a different direction. They wanted to put the club in a different style, probably slot himself. We saw how his press conferences were like. They were messy. They were not encouraging. They were not giving the club a good light. So probably they just lost confidence in him and like, you know what? Let's just stop. Let's just put that stopgap here and move in a different direction.
All right, interesting. Let's talk about managers now. And if we go by longest serving in a club, Arteta is very comfortable as, the manager of Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah.
Do you think that there is any manager right now in the EPL that can go head to head with Arteta? This man has built what a lot of people say is a formidable machine. And Sawa has even said it here that they would win, 3
in a row.
consecutive EPL titles.
It's possible.
Is there any manager right now in the EPL that can stop this from happening?
Of course.
Yeah,
for you to have a good, for you to do it, it just takes two marriages, the right marriage rather, good coach, good team. So a manager to watch out for next season is Andoni Raiola. If he becomes Liverpool's manager, he's a manager to watch out for. Andoni Raiola is arguably one of the most intelligent managers in the league. Andoni Raiola. If he becomes Liverpool's manager and everything is done, then he'll be somebody to watch out for. It just takes good coach, good team to help you do what. But the good thing Arteta has got going for him now is that he seems to have figured it out. People I bash him a lot for being very stubborn. And towards I was justified towards the later end of the season. He was too stubborn and stuck. His problem was exactly what Wenger was doing in his later years at Arsenal. Stuck in your own ways. Everybody is seeing the problem. Everybody is saying that, okay, Zubimendi is the weakest link in this team right now. And you could not, you refuse blatantly. Everybody will see that, Rice, Merino, and Zubimendi will not work. You will insist on playing it. You understand? Everybody is saying that, you cannot be this defensive for 90 minutes, and you insist on it. For you to be a good manager, you have to be able to change dynamics, try, explore. And the good thing is that there are points in the season where you can explore these things.
Yes, there are some games you need to use.
Yes, there are some games you use to explore these things. But you've just been too rigid yourself. But now he seems to have gotten it all figured out. Like he now probably listens, you understand, with the right additions here and there, especially left winger, right wing back, another central holding midfielder and a fantastic striker in the mood.
And it can even be better even next season.
Why not?
All right, interesting. So let's build our ultimate Premier League 11. Now, to make it easier, I would go with what is in existence right now, officially.
Okay.
And then you tell me if you agree or disagree.
All right.
In goal, David Raya for Arsenal.
Of course. Yeah.
Now, in defense, you have Jurrien Timber, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and yes, Jurrien Timber, William Saliba, and Gabriel.
So they're going for a back three.
They're going for a back three.
Yeah,
makes sense.
So we agree.
Yeah.
No other team go produce anybody for here. Then in midfield, you have Bruno Fernandes, Nico O'Reilly, Dominic Szoboszlai.
I removed Dominic for Rice.
You
He
remove
had
Dominic.
a fantastic season, Dominic, no doubt, but I removed him for Rice.
I think I'll remove.
Rice is not there, Abi.
You know they are.
Rice.
I think I'll take out Nico O'Reilly. He had a good second half of
breakthrough
the season, but Declan Rice, Szoboszlai was very. See,
O'Reilly should be
Szoboszlai
out
is the
for
reason
Rice.
why Liverpool did not finish outside of European places. So yeah, he should be there.
In attack, we have Antoine Semenyo, Erling Haaland, and Igor Thiago. Are we in agreement?
No, I will take out Semenyo for Morgan Rogers.
You take out Semenyo for Morgan Rogers.
Semenyo had a great season as well.
Yeah, he had a great season, no doubt. But I'll go Morgan Rogers.
All right, interesting. So our viewers, if you agree with the Premier League as they arrange their own, just tell us I agree. If you don't agree, anywhere where you want me to come out person as we don't list them, come out and put your own inside. Final question now. I want you to give me a hot take about this season. That ordinarily, you know, go on talk I'm outside. But because you did on top of the Home Talk podcast and you feel at home, express yourself.
Chelsea's
One
a
hot
useless
take.
Club.
Eh?
Chelsea is a useless club. That's my hot take.
Chelsea is a useless
very
club.
Useless club.
You never forgive them because they say they want Man City beat them.
It is a very useless club with the most shameless fan base.
Hey, Toyo baby.
I think Arsenal, they are champions, but not the kind of champions I would like. Yeah, champions where you have the attackers not being in team of the season, being expressive to score goals as you would like. We saw Manchester City. They were champions outrightly. They were dominant in every field, right? Arsenal, you know, it is what it is.
2021, 2022, Manchester City won the league. They didn't have one.
No,
assist.
Sawa,
They
you don't
didn't
talk
have
your own
one-
now.
wait, no, it's not tough. Let's put stats. They didn't have one player in the top 10
Okay.
of assists.
No.
They didn't have one player in the top 5
That's Man City.
of highest goal scorer.
All
Man
right.
City.
Okay. Oh yeah. Ogala.
I want to know Arsenal haram football.
Okay.
Boy, they
Now-
they just don't throw the win league.
All right.
Man is a
Share,
shameless club.
share your own. What one start where we say if you share them or anything when you share about this season way pass, people go talk say you see as Sawa talking on, we say then Toyo talking on. Sawa bring starts from 2021. 2022 season and Ogala don't join. Sawa Koivu, Sre Bullet Koivu touch man you. Feel free to share. And this is why we, come and have fun on the Home Talk podcast.
Yeah.
Remember, please subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. I think God beg you. So that once this thing they drop, you go to get them and you go to enjoy them. It is banter. We love the game. And that is why we speak about the game. Now the Home Talk podcast brought to you by Bet Niger. Your home of bet. Boom!
Get explosive odds at random. Introducing Bet Boom. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on Bet Niger.
Welcome to Bet Boom, where we share the most impressive Bet Boom slips. Tickets that are boomed on Bet Boom, courtesy of Bet Niger, stand the chance to win up to 1 billion naira and not be mouths. Evidence day to show, and I go give una. Now, this punter made a stake of 30,000 naira on 3.15 odds to win 94,560 naira. Bet Niger boom that ticket to 945,600 naira. Hey! This next punter placed a stake of 699,000 on 1.34 odds with a game locked safely using Bet Freeze. This punter use Bet Freeze. Una sabi how Bet Freeze feature dey work now. Make I explain. Now this feature go allow you to freeze your game. For example, you say Brazil versus Morocco. You can't say, I carry Morocco to win, but Hakimi no play. Before Morocco kill me, because Hakimi no play. You can't use Bet Freeze. You can't freeze that game for you. So whether Brazil win or that game end in draw, remember say your original bet now say Morocco go win. Your money they safe. Bet Niger they think. Bet Niger to get sense. So this punter now put stake of 690,000 on 1.34 odds with a game locked safely using Bet Freeze. How much he supposed win with that 699,000? He supposed win 934,732 naira 16 kobo because Bet Niger go pay you to your kobo. What did Bet Niger do? Bet Niger boom that ticket from that 934,000 where the guy won't win. How much you win? 4,673,660 naira 79 kobo. Somebody shout boom, 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 boom. Now only Bet Niger they run am. Boom. This this is where we are going to look at games, interesting games. Yes, games plenty this weekend. Me, I don't even talk too much. Friendly, plenty this weekend. So just enjoy. But you know as we do am now, where we go put our mouth for where our money dey. So we're going to give you 7 games that we are in agreement that if you stake on Bet Naija, you are definitely going to win. Now let's look at these games and you tell me how you would want us to stake. There is Portugal versus Chile.
Go with straight win. Portugal.
Straight win for Portugal.
I'll go for goal.
You go for goals. Portugal.
I don't see them beating Chile.
Chile no be the Chile where we know.
It is South America against Europe.
So, Oganla, tiebreaker. Do we go for goals or Portugal straight win?
Portugal to win.
Portugal to win. All right, Portugal to win. USA versus Germany.
Goals. Over
Goals.
2.5.
Over 2.5. All right, England versus New Zealand.
England straight win.
Over 3.5.
Over 4.5.
Straight win and over 4.
Over 3.5.
No,
England.
straight win and over 2.5.
Yeah, so
Straight
combo.
win and over 2.5. All right, England, New Zealand, straight win and over 2.5. Brazil versus Egypt.
Let's go with goals.
Over 1.5.
Over 1.5 goes.
Over 1.5.
Brazil go beat Egypt.
Over 1.5 go small. Oh.
Egypt good though.
I know, but
I don't see Brazil
Let's give
winning
it that
them.
over 1.5.
over 1.5.
Okay, so over 1.5 for Egypt versus Brazil.
Yeah.
All right. Then Belgium versus Tunisia.
Belgium straight win.
Belgium to win.
Belgium to
All
win.
they do African this thing. All those African
No,
countries.
not Africa. I'm looking at is a friendly. There's nothing at stake.
But what cup don't
player-
reach finish? Oh, you
Yeah,
need to show
that
say you
I know
serious.
the
More
players will
reason
be
why
very
the players will be
careful. They'll be
careful.
careful. So
That's the most. That's
we
what
can
I'm
we can
looking
go
at.
for
I'm not
goals.
even looking
Over
at
1.5.
Yeah, the players will be careful.
Over 1.5.
Okay, over 1.5
Yeah.
for Belgium versus Tunisia. What about Morocco, Norway?
Look, now to
I can go for Morocco win that one or
Sure.
goals.
Eh?
now goals.
Morocco is
Norway
the
is
best
good
team in
too.
Africa.
Norway is solid
Norway beat
too.
Sweden, although Sweden are anyhow team.
Let's go with goals.
Okay, Norway is Haaland
Haaland,
and
yeah,
Odegaard,
yeah.
right? Yeah. No,
Goals
goals. Let's do goals.
over 2.5.
Over
Over
2.5. Let's go over 2.
Okay.
Norway they score.
2 of them they score.
They be beat Sweden
Morocco, they
3-1.
score.
Then they score. There's a big score. Then finally Denmark versus Ukraine.
Goals too.
Goals over 1.5.
In fact,
Okay.
possible both teams to score.
Okay, all right. You don't see the code on top of your screen. Go on top of Bet Naija now and play and win fantastic prizes. May the odds be in our favor. Boom!
Boom.
Welcome to the Prediction Guru segment, where to become a guru, all you need to do is to predict correctly the outcome of 3 games. In the past, now 5 games, Naima they give. Bet Naija can't call me, can't say husband material. Please, why are you stressing my people? I have loads of awoof package for them. There is money, merchandise, plenty freebies. So reduce from 5 to 3. I say, yes, Bet Naija, I hear you. So now I'm going to give you 3 games. And to become a prediction guru and win fantastic prizes, courtesy of Bet Naija, all you need to do is to tell me which team would win, which game would end in a draw, and which team would lose. It is that simple. Take the games now. Belgium versus Tunisia. USA versus Germany. Brazil versus Egypt. Belgium versus Tunisia. USA versus Germany. Brazil versus Egypt. Tell me which team would win, which game would end in a draw, and which team would lose, and become a prediction guru and win fantastic prizes courtesy of Bet Naija, and you'll be crowned the prediction guru. Go now and predict and win fantastic prizes. Thank you so much, Toyo, baby.
Thank you.
Accept our condolence, Real Madrid. We wish you all the best
We'll
going
be
into
back.
the next season.
We'll be back.
We hope that
Of
you.
course.
We'll be
We
back.
hope that you do a treble.
Which manager? Which manager and president? Jose Mourinho. Mourinho still get that aroma. Waiting, why you don't want to carry Mourinho? I think that because he can
No
stabilize
stability
their-
now.
yeah.
You know, so they don't get
all those
they
stubborn
don't
boys.
get they don't get
It's to
Kata Efe and Portable inside the
Oh,
squad.
those two,
They
those
don't
two, they
stabilize
go
them.
beat Mourinho.
Una bye bye yo. Thank you very much. Happy World Cup in advance.